Oh my gosh. Thank God the lid was on. Hi, my name is Holland, and there's no good way to film with cats. Hi friends. Little Sebastian wants to be a part of this video because he won't stop messing around behind camera. What a good boy. He wants to be a producer when he grows up. But unfortunately, he doesn't have much in the way of opposable thumbs, and I don't know how much thumbs are required in producing. But this is little Sebastian. We picked him up back in April from the shelter. He was trying to break into a business's break room because he decided he was done being an outdoor wildcat. So now he's an indoor orange boy, and he loves messing with everything. This is like the second time I've tried to film this intro because somebody keeps messing with the camera off screen, and I love him dearly. I really do. But you know when you're trying to do something and the kids are just like getting in the way? He's the kids. Alright, he wiggle button jumped away. One of these days, I would like to have a different setup for my phone and stuff when I'm recording these videos for you, because I don't want to sound like entitled or anything, because what I have works, but it's not ideal. And I think I'm allowed to have what I want, but I need to like look at my options and see what's available, because this isn't working. My phone is on this wobbly, stiff, half broken phone holder attached to a cat tower, which is why the cats are so interested in it, sitting on top of the ottoman. It's just not a good setup. So I'll figure it out. I'm also half thinking like maybe one day I'll get one of those microphones, because those are kind of nice, and then I can feel like I'm talking to you instead of talking at you, because I feel like I really have to aim my voice towards the phone, which, whatever, right? Today, well, my name is Holland. I think you might know that. My name is Holland, and I live here in Michigan. It is summertime. We just got over a heat wave, so it's really nice to be in some like normal summer temperatures. But the one thing about the heat wave is I got used to it being like 90 to 100 degrees. So now 80 degrees, like a 20-degree drop, that's pretty significant. I just bought some new coffee. It's called like Firehouse Coffee or something like that. It's really good. I like it. It was on sale, so I bought it. And I had run out of coffee before, so I kind of needed coffee. It's got milk in it today. Usually I don't put milk in my coffee, but today I felt like it. Also, I needed the milk to cool the coffee down because I'm a big baby and I don't like hot coffee. We should get into this. I don't think you're here to watch me drink coffee or talk about my cats. I love talking about the cats though, they're so sweet. But let's get into knitting, because I don't know, that's why I watch YouTube. This is my love's butter cardigan. It is getting to a really good length. I guess starting off, I am using Color Lab in just like their natural color, just a nice natural cream. I am working on the body still. My love has a very long torso, and so we are working on the body. I did a mid-project block. I've started doing mid-project blocks because there was one sweater I made that turned out gigantic, and there's no way of knowing how big it was gonna be. Well, no, two sweaters, kind of a sweater. I made this like tank top, not a tank top. I made like a sleeveless pullover for one of my friends that she commissioned, and I didn't do any mid-project blocks, and it got long. because it has fisherman's rib in it, and that fisherman's rib really had a lot of give to it. So it got really long, and after a different sweater that got ginormous after I washed it and blocked it, I'm going to start mid-project blocking my stuff because I want it to fit how I want it to fit, and I think that's fair. That's fair. Why is today a lot of me convincing myself that me taking care of myself is fair and allowed? Like, isn't it so weird when you have to think yourself into doing what's good for you? Anyway, this isn't a health vlog. This is where we're at in the body. This is obviously the back side. And down here, you can see where I did the mid-project block because the different, like, the tension of the fabric is different. When I block it, it really helps relax it. And here, right here, it gets a little tight. The last time I saw you, so this was about 2 weeks ago, the last time I saw you, and that's where I was. So how much have I knit since then? I've knit that much. That's a lot. That's a good amount. This cardigan is just straight up stockinette, so it's really easy to zone out. I'm getting good at watching TV while I'm knitting. I'm not a reader, or else I might try reading while I'm knitting, but I can't read anyway. It's really good. The reason I'm calling it a butter cardigan is because when I get to the point that I deem ready, I'm going to use duplicate stitch and put in the details of like a butter wrapper. My partner loves butter. It is his favorite food. Thus, the butter stitch marker, oh, there you go. The butter stitch marker I got specifically for this cardigan. I got it at a Pride event, so I needed to get it. But I'm going to duplicate stitch the butter logo on it, like you see on a stick of butter, and he already loves it. He already loves it. I'm so excited. This yarn is a DK weight, and I am using US size 6 or 4mm needles. I've been on this project enough, I should know that. And I'm using my ChiaoGoos. I love these ChiaoGoos. The only flaw that I don't love about them is there's only one needle that has the information on it. This needle is blank. So if I grab, like I just did, if I grab this needle to see what it is, I don't know what it is, so I have to find the other needle. First world problems. I'm just getting nitpicky at this point. But I'm using my 6mm needles, my 4mm needles, my US size 6. This is DK weight yarn. It is turning out to be a nice fabric. It's a little rustic. It's just a little scratchy. It's like what a good sweater is, you know? Something that's gonna keep you warm, something hard wearing. It's not a soft, snuggle up and cozy in. It's a like, hey, I got stuff to do and let's go do it. It's a good sweater. So I'm really excited. There is a second stitch marker on this. It's a little fat cat stitch marker. It's so cute. From that stitch marker, that's where I did my mid-project block, because sometimes it's obvious to see where I blocked it, but sometimes when you're like working in it just one stitch at a time, it's hard to like see where you're at. So from this cat stitch marker, I'm going to knit about 5.5 more inches, or like maybe like 40 more stitches. We'll see. I don't know where I'm at right now, and I will figure that out later, not today. When I'm done with this body, I'm just gonna do a 1x1 rib, and I'm debating, do I want to size down a needle and do my rib like that? Or do I want to keep the needle size for the rib and do a twisted rib on the pearl side? So we will see. And you know the answer to that is swatching. I don't love swatching. I don't enjoy swatching. Swatching is something that I have to do because if I don't do it, I know I'm going to regret it. And I guess that's part of growing up, isn't it? That's fine. So I'm gonna swatch and see. We'll see when we get there. Do I want to do it on US size 5s? Do I want to do it on US size 4s? We'll figure it out. Or do I want to keep it on the US size 6s? I don't know. We'll get there. But that's my update on the butter cardigan. We've gotten this much since the last time I saw you. We've got about this much more left to go. I will let you know when I get there. Actually, now that you're on camera, I'm going to move this progress marker down to here. That way, we know how much progress I've made since today. There we go. My other work in project, why do I always do that? My other work in progress is this one. This is my Bling Sping sweater. It's a bat wing. It's going to be a dolman style. This sweater, I think I gave you the wrong information last time. I think I said like the yarn I was using was Ultra Alpaca, and I'm actually using Folio from Barocco. Folio is 65% superfine alpaca, 35% rayon. I think the rayon is in there to help prevent it from like growing, because I heard alpaca grows. The gauge says it wants to be in US size 5 millimeter. Wait, US size 5 needles or 3.75 millimeter needles. I am doing this on US size 6s, 4 millimeter needles. When I'm knitting in the round, I'm going down to a US size 5. But on the flats, I'm just gonna do US size 6s. It's fine. And I really love how this fabric is turning out. Like, it's nice. It's not as see-through as I thought it would be. I thought it would be like more see-through, but this is the part that I've blocked. And it really like fuzzes up. It really like closes in the gaps. So that's really nice. It feels luxurious. It feels so good. Right now I have 4 balls of this left. All these balls of yarn were given to me from a friend who got them from a mother-in-law character, and she's no longer in the picture. So it's not like I can go back to the woman and be like, hey, can I have more of this? And this yarn is probably like really expensive, and I'm not going to buy more. Also, like color lot, dye lot issues. So I've got about 4 balls of yarn to finish this. We will see. There's nothing like a good game of yarn chicken, right? We'll see. I am 1/4 done with the main body. So right now I'm working on this batwing sleeve, and I am using an obscene amount of short rows. Basically every single row has a short row involved with the sleeves. Because it's a batwing, it's going to be like 2 triangles together. It's going to be very roomy. It's going to be very big. And I'm really excited about it. I'm not ready to do a mid-project block yet. I'm going to do a mid-project block when I get done with the second half of the first sleeve. So I've got the front half of a sleeve done, and when I get done with the back half of the sleeve, I'm gonna mid-project block it, see if I like it, and if I don't like it, I might scrap this whole thing. This sweater has been a big learning experience. I'm not complaining about it, but it is testing me. And that's okay, because I'm doing something completely different than I've ever done. I'm like knitting on the bias instead of just knitting flat and straight. And it's really good to test yourself. It's really good to push yourself. It's really good to expand what you know. And I am expanding it. There has to be an easier way. But I don't do things the easy way. I do things the hard way. And that's how you learn, right? Learn how to do things the easy way next time. So that is this. I'm super excited. I haven't written a lot of notes down about it, so if I ever want to knit it again, I might not be able to. And that's okay, we'll figure it out when we get there. I think if I also wanted to knit this again, I might knit it flat and just seam it together. Is that the easy way out? Is that cheating? It's not cheating. But I think that might be the way to go. We'll see. Don't scratch this. They destroy my couch. My furniture is ruined. Thank God. Oh my gosh. I don't know if this is a full circle moment. This furniture was given to me by the same person that gave me this yarn, and they got it from the same person they got this yarn from. So not only am I knitting with a hand-me-down of a hand-me-down, I am sitting and furnishing my house with hand-me-downs from hand-me-downs. These couches are from like the 90s, but they work. They're good, they're fine. Oh my God, I'm sorry. When little Sebastian came home, he had an accident on one of the cushions, and you cannot get that out. So I bought new cushions for all of the couches because it's cheaper to replace a stinky cushion than to replace a whole fucking couch. Couches these days are like $5,000, and that's just for like cheap, gross ones. I'm sure there's like ways to get like, I don't know, find like shop sales and like shop discount, and I don't know, I looked at furniture once at like Bob's Discount Furniture, and the name is not lying about their product. The couch that I really, really liked, when I went to the showroom and saw it, it was college furniture. It was furniture you get to furnish your college apartment. I'm not speaking horribly about them though, because I bought my kitchen table from them, and it does its job. It's a table. I mean, one day I'm probably gonna want to get like a new top for it, but the legs are good, and the chairs are fine. It's college furniture, it's fine. That was my side note. So yes, when this is getting closer to being completed, or when I get sick of working on it, I'm gonna full steam ahead with this one. I'm back. The one more thing I have for you is a future project. I've got this Jewel Spun. It is so pretty. Jewel Spun, I think, is 100% acrylic, so it is very budget friendly, and it's beautiful. I love this yarn. Great for making baby stuff because it goes pretty quickly. I've made baby stuff out of this before, and I've got some left over that's just sitting in my yarn stash staring at me. And I don't know if this happens to you, but are you ever like laying in bed and you can hear your yarn calling from the other room, and it says like, I want to be a cowl. Like sometimes it speaks to you, you know? So this yarn called out to me the other day. That sounds so weird. It sounds so like hippy dippy. This yarn, it called out to me the other day. I was chilling in my room and this yarn says, I want to be a cowl. And I'm like, do you? Okay, what kind of cowl? And this yarn says, I want to be a fisherman's rib cowl. I'm like, that's easy. Because I've been craving a good squishy project. I've been craving, after making my friend's sleeveless pullover, I've been craving a squishy project, and that fisherman's rib, oh my god, it's so nice. Fisherman's rib's a little slow, but this is a worsted weight yarn, I think, and that'll help. So this will be a fisherman's rib cowl, and I'm going to make it for my partner's cousin, my cousin-in-law. She is so sweet. She is an incredible person. She's so much fun. Sometimes she comes to visit us. Sometimes we go to visit her. We're gonna have to see her soon. I know soon. My partner wants to go see all the baseball games in the United States, and there are 2 baseball stadiums in New York City. And guess who lives in New York City? So this will be much quicker to make than a sweater, but it needs to be done before the next time I see her. And I don't know when that's gonna be. So we will see. And if it's not done by the next time I see her, I just won't tell her that it's for her, you know? If I'm working at it in front of her, that's one of the cool things about knitting, is if you're making a small, easy project or a small, easy gift, you don't need to tell them it's for them. I mean, there's always like the issue, like, what if they hate it? But if they hate it, like, hey, let me know if you hate it and give it back. Or if you hate it, like, give it to your mom. Moms love stuff like this. So I'm excited. This will be really good to work on when I need a break from this monster. That is all I have for you today. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for hanging out with me. I woke up really early today for some reason, so I'm going to finish my coffee. I'm going to hang out with my cats. This is Bertoli, and he hates being held like a baby. He says because he is not a baby. Probably gonna hang out with the cats. I need to go downtown because there's a farmer's market today. I want to get some sourdough. I forget the name of... What are you eating? I forget the name of the baker, but it's one of those like home bakeries, and they make the best sourdough I have ever had. So I need to go down to the farmer's market. I'm probably gonna go to the pool today, hang out with my girlfriend. And then after the pool, I'm probably going to hang out with another girlfriend. I don't know if she has plans. She mentioned hanging out, so we'll see. But yeah, that is what I have for you today. Thank you for hanging out with me today. I want to hear about what you're doing. Tell me what you're working on. Tell me if you've ever worked with this jewel spun and what you think about it. I love you guys. Be safe.